are closing.
This is a sound that most Singaporeans are very familiar with. A mad rush usually follows this announcement as passengers scramble to avoid being caught by the closing doors of the Singapore Mass Rapid Transport, otherwise known as the MRT. The MRT system, introduced in 1987, is an island-wide rail system. Along with the MRT, other primary modes of public transport include buses and taxis. About half of Singapore's population uses public transport to travel daily. However, one might wonder, how did Singaporeans travel prior to the introduction of the MRT? What was Singapore's transport system like before 1987? We asked the thoughts of someone who has lived through the pre-MRT era.
Madam No is one such person who has seen how Singapore's transport system changed. She shares with us her experience of riding the illegal taxi and the trolley bus prior to the 1970s. It was in the 60s when I took the illegal taxi. It is said that some drivers do not have proper license, but we still took it because it was fast and cheap. The taxi would also go into alleys or small road to hide whenever they see police cars. That's what I remember. I took the trolley bus from Tanjong Katong to Outram Park. The bus had this cable on top and only traveled on its designated circle. The seats were quite uncomfortable for us back then, and everyone was seated facing one another. The rides were slow.
After the 1970s, the government of Singapore began to build the transport infrastructure. In 1973, the Singapore Bus Services Company and the NTUC taxi service was formed. As time went by, the transport systems became cleaner and laws which prohibited eating and drinking on board buses or trains were passed. After 10 years of debate among government officials, in 1987, the SMRT Corporation was formed. In current times, it has been expanded by the North East Line and the Circle Line, allowing accessibility to every part of Singapore. Further developments are expected in areas to come.